Checking in here on a Thursday, January 25th. Already? Almost the end of January? Hard to believe it is your best friends in stocks, options, and dividends. Bart from the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. Here we are. Let's see what's going on. We've got some action brewing for tomorrow. We've got AT&T, 10 contracts at $17 expiring. Did they finish just over 17? Let's find out. So, 17.15. In 17.15, I took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. So we've got to watch that tomorrow. We will not let those shares go away without a fight. So we'll likely roll those, collect a few bucks in the old skinny jeans. As you can see from the pending order, I did try to close these three 227.50 calls on Tesla, and they wanted 2 cents and I only wanted to pay 1. So tomorrow that'll be at 1 cent, and depending on what Tesla is doing, we will likely close that or roll that probably out and down, because Tesla's been on a real bender. Way down in its whiskey, sleeping in the gutter. But long term, we all know, don't bet against the Tezzy. Don't bet against Elon. Unity 3350 calls are now safe after being underwater. And that's because the share price is down to $32.86 today. It's a very volatile, high beta stock. So tomorrow it could easily be above the 3350 mark. So we will be watching that. So for instance, if we were to roll it now, if we rolled this position now, we'd have a 20-cent debit to cover, go out 1 week, which is 8 days, 7 days added to the current trade. If we went with the same number, 33.50, we'd be collecting $680. So we'll be rolling this tomorrow. And if the stock is still under, and in this case, it's well under the 33.50, then we're going to watch that theta decay, and this debit is going to go down, low, low, low. How low can you go? So the most ideal situation for a roll would be it's actually green tomorrow, but it isn't a real threat to the 33.50, except maybe at the very end of the trading day. But if we get this thing above 33 tomorrow, which I anticipate it will be, then we'll bring, and as time decays, it gets closer to expiration, this will go down, 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 and this will go up, 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 and we'll be sitting very pretty and very nice on Unity. That is our current plan. UCO, I think we're going to have to let it go because oil ran real nice. That's why our portfolio is up today. Oil, gold, and silver all were up. That helps me. So it's at $29.41. We have $26 calls on the table. It may have gotten too far away from me. I mean, I could always roll it out more than I'd like to, because, I like to do the weeklies just because, I don't know, it feels more comforting to know. Like, again, when we put this trade on, we bought UCO at 25 and change, 25.24, okay? And we collected how much? We collected $980 plus $440. So what is that, like $1,500? Is your math off? $1,420 in our pocket, plus we're going to collect 76 cents per in share appreciation. So that's another $760. So not bad considering we just bought them on January 8th. So that was the thesis for the purchase, was to make an aggressive covered call trade and then allow those shares to be called away and then find another position, another underlying stock for our, what do we call that trade? The swaption trade, the swing option trade, collecting best of both worlds in a short time frame. Don't try this at home. You know what? I wanted to do the math though. Let's go back to the UCO because I think it is too far away from us for 1 week. Let's just take a quick look because we'd have a huge debit to cover. There's a 355 debit. If we extended a week, we'd have to go down to that 26 again. And then you would collect 370, which would be $150 on 26,000. Okay, 150 divided by 26,000, adding 7 days to the trade for the roll, and you'd be at, whoa, that still works. 30% annualized, $150. 150 more than I have now, right? So let's just consider that 30% for 1 second and then just see what like 2 more weeks would do. Does that help our case at the 26 annualized or no? Not much. So let's see what the math is on 350. 350 divided by 26 and the 1,000 divided by 21 days multiplied by 365. So now we're down to 23.3 annualized. But if you're going to let it go, do you let it go and collect more dough? Typically the answer is going to be yes. We'll see. We'll make that decision tomorrow. I have no objection with letting it go because I still have a lot of oil. Speaking of which, ExxonMobil had a nice run today, so that is very nice. So did EOG, so did Devon Energy, so did PBF Energy, Energy Transfer, all of my, even APA Corporation, all of my current oil positions, all up. USO, I would imagine, is the same scenario as UCO. We did a little better on this one, though, because our entry was 65 and change. So we entered, I think it was the same day as UCO, like January 8th. Where are you? What is even happening? Where is it? Why is there so much information there? Oh, that's because it didn't go to the trade. Okay, let's just put it in. UCO, USO, United States Oil Fund, ETF. What did we collect? Okay, so we bought at 65.81 and we'd be selling at 68. So that's $2.19 a share on 1,000 shares. Not so shabby, right? Obviously, if you just bought it and let it run, I'd be at this number, up 6,400. But we didn't do that because we didn't know what oil was going to do because oil had me perplexed for a couple of weeks there. So we did collect $1,250 on the 10th, right? On the 9th, I should say, $1,250 plus the $920 on the roll. Okay, that's $2,170. We just got involved on the 9th. And then on share appreciation, we would have $2.19, which is $2,190. So it'd be $43.60. Let's do math. So on the 9th, tomorrow is the 26th. That is carried a 1. How many days is that? 17? 17 days. So we made $43.60. If we let it go, we've made $43.60 divided by the 65,810 that we were in on that, right? And then we said we were, did we say 19 days? Is it 18 days? Let's just go in 19. 19 days into the trade multiplied by 365. So it's 127% return. If we were to continuously repeat that type of trade over and over again, called the swaption. So we'll see, because right now, if we tried to roll the position, what would we be looking at? We'd have a huge debit to cover, 425. This is saying 440. So it's anywhere, there's a huge bid and ask spread, 410 to 440. So if we said it was 425, oh wait, that's Biden. We need to roll it. What it's going to say here. Yeah, 425 debit to cover. If we tried to go out 1 week to the second, we'd have to go down to that 68, I would imagine, to cover. And you'd be at $250 on 68,000. It's still 19%. Like when you get excited, when the math just strikes you perplexed. So we'll see. Again, we'll just, if USO goes down tomorrow and gets more within a reasonable number, then we're going to be able to collect more premium on the roll. But it still meets the criteria of a 20% roll for us, because otherwise the money just goes back into the hopper at 5%, right? And we have no idea. I still don't have any idea what oil's doing. It looked like it tried to make a breakout. It needed to get through resistance today, and it did. So does it show us now that it's going to go sideways because it loves to go sideways? Or is it going to be a nice little, okay, we're going to run. We're going to run a little bit. Maybe get USO up to $80. I don't know. We got to keep watching. We got to keep a watching. So right here, Alcoa, it's been on a nice run. And 27.50 is our calls that expire tomorrow, and it's currently underwater because it's trading at 29.88. If we tried the roll, if we went out one a week, never mind. So Alcoa does not expire until February 2nd. So that's it for what's on the board for tomorrow, because we already did a little work. What did we do? So yesterday I didn't have a video, so just a quick recap on that. Palantir, I had 1550 puts on the board. I closed those 20 contracts for $20 debit. SoFi, I bought 2,000 shares at $768. Buy high, sell low. You know how I do. SoFi, we did sell 20 puts at $7, expiring next Friday for $639. So that between the debit and the credit was $619. Today we got into that target, was able to roll the target. Not only did we roll it from 138 to 142. So we added $4 per share on 800 shares. Beep, boop, boop. That's $3,200 in appreciation that we'll capture no matter what. Because if somebody wanted to buy me out tomorrow, they'd have to pay me $142 a share. So we're at February 18th expiration. We collected $248 for doing so. I decided to catch a falling knife, and I missed on Tesla. Bought 200 shares at $185.39. Tesla closed at $182.56. Do I have any concern with Tesla long term? No. Short term, I have no idea. Could be $150 tomorrow. We'll find out. I think it's found its place. It's hard to say. It could easily dip into the 170s tomorrow. But with my thesis for the market over the next couple of months, everything's running. Everything's going green. You're going to see so many 52-week highs just flashing across the screen. There's going to be euphoria. There's going to be parties in the streets. Then the music will stop. What? You said it real soft. I'll tell you later. So we did buy to close 232.50 call, and we missed the 227.50. You saw that. We weren't able to close that. So we'll close it tomorrow, depending on what Tesla's doing, because I'd love to be able to sell calls on my positions. The UVIX, we did roll that call, 950, 5 contracts to February 9th, collected a measly $60. 60 more than you had. And there's our APA Corporation. That's another oil and energy stock. Sold calls at 34 because that's what we're into it for. Finally got into a reasonable price where we can collect a couple dollar bills on some calls. So we did sell those 10 contracts February 9th, $220. Got that going for us. So that is the update I wanted to share with you. Just a quick, I don't know, let's just say S&P 500 minimum. Are you even going to say it? I am. Minimum 5,500 by April. How's that? Yep. Write it down. Go ahead. I just did. You're not right-handed. What are you? You're faking us out. I'm amphibious. Isn't that ambidextrous? Maybe. I tried to control my Tourette's in this video, but it didn't work. So I will let you go at this. Thanks for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow for Expiration Friday. Whoa, whoa. I'll be checking on my trades, and you know what I'll be hoping for? A pile of money. So I hope you're doing the same. Hope you're doing well. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video, but only if you click the like button, subscribe, leave me a lovable comment, and share with one of your best friends. See ya, pal.